back to what we're supposed to be talking about with the Miami Heat and Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz being open to such a deal. Adrian Wojnarowski, ESPN Insider, said as much on SportsCenter.
Teams had been calling, and the Jazz had been shutting them down, saying we are not interested in listening. But I'm told they are listening now. And it would take, listen, a significant offer to get Donovan Mitchell out of Utah. And they're listening on all their players. I think they're open to listening on everybody on that roster, but certainly Donovan Mitchell is their most significant player, their most significant asset. 4 years left on a max deal.
So, Jay, I'll have you start first. Who would you rather trade for? Spider, Kyrie, or KD?
I mean, well, who's the better talent? The better talent is Kevin Durant, but I think the asking price for Kevin Durant is probably a little bit unreasonable considering what Rudy Gobert went for. So Kyrie Irving is talented too, but probably when you think about personality traits, demeanor key, Donovan Mitchell seems like the most realistic option right now because of what he brings to the table. Now, is he a little bit undersized? Yeah, but he's a superstar in my opinion. So a star, because we categorize superstar. He's a star on the verge of being a superstar in the right scenario. So I would look at teams like Miami. I would look at teams like the New York Knicks. Obviously, we've been talking about that for a while. I think Leon Rose is probably one of the best positions with all their draft assets to do so. Johnny O'Brien, who was his assistant coach with the Utah Jazz, is now with the New York Knicks as well. So I think that lends well. He's from the Greenwich area. And also a sleeper, Freddie and Key, the Memphis Grizzlies. Dylan Brooks, they have assets, draft picks as well, but Desmond Bane is taking over a different role there. Now, I'm not sure that's sexy enough to Utah. I think other teams could give you better assets, but I think Memphis will be a sleeper.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cut this thing down. It's simple for me.
Right.
What's the asking price for any of the three? Kevin Durant's going to be a little more expensive. Donovan Mitchell obviously fits in certain areas, as well as Kyrie Irving. I think personally, Kyrie for the right type of number and the right team. And those right team are only a couple, right?
Right.
You can't spread him across the NBA because everybody can't deal with that personality or what may come with it. But as far as money goes, they're all about the same. Kevin Durant has 4 years left on his deal. Spider has about 5 years, 160-something on his deal. And you're going to have to extend Kyrie. So the money is all the same.
The money is the same. The situation may not be the same based on the three principles because in terms of having somebody around players, Kyrie Irving is just like the song Poison by BBD. And a lot of general managers, Jay, you mentioned before we got started, that a lot of GMs, a lot of coaches may not want that kind of element around younger or older players. Donovan Mitchell and Kevin Durant are more likely that I'll take my chances and mortgage a future for both of those guys, not trying to cancel my team by having a guy like Kyrie Irving around and what he potentially is going to bring to that basketball team. We'll see. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max brought to you by Dell. For your small business needs, call a Dell Technologies advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. You can weigh in on the show anytime you want. We'd love to hear from you at 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. It's Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max in the morning on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and ESPN2. We're going to speak more on Donovan Mitchell and exactly what kind of price will he have to pay to be traded away from Utah. Plus, somebody thinks Steph Curry is the second best player of all time. Who rolled that dice on that one? That's next on ESPN.
You moving around. And I was with one of my bosses at ESPN producer. And, we was in a little crowd or whatever. Say, yeah, he runs it. He's part owner of ESPN. You had to see him. Man, you had to see him, Jay.
Living his best life?
Man, it was like putting fish food in the tank and watching the
Magic
fish just.
Yeah. You want a drink? You want a drink? Hey, you want a drink? Everybody gets a drink.
Oh, it was comedy.
I can imagine.
And he was just glowing, turning all beet red.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to say because he ain't never seen. He ain't never seen how it just all of a sudden swarmed on him. And he was like, oh my God.
Freddie, my boy did that one time. He said, yo, I ain't never changing character. I'm always in. He's me
always
for
him?
life now.
Him all the time?
All the time.
Oh, I didn't been with my boys when I played, Jay. Oh, yeah, he played with us. He just signed. Dude ain't seen the NFL. Ain't seen college football.
You got to put your homies on.
Yeah, put it this way. What's the old line that if you can't have that around you in terms of people being a ride or die, then what are you doing?
Yeah.
Whether they faking it or making it, you got to have them around.
Yeah, I just got him in town. We trying to figure out if he gonna come join us.
Just showing them around, parading
He's a
them.
free agent. Yeah, we working on him.
Jeez. The things you find out here on Keyshawn J. Willimax on ESPN Radio,
Freddie.
ESPN2. Yes, sir.
You changed your Twitter banner yet?
Oh, I ain't changing that. You can forget it.
You say you were going to change it yesterday.
Nope. I'm standing my ground on that one. That's what that's going to look like on my Twitter
At
handle.
the Boys and Girls
ESPN.
Club. You stand
It was a
your ground.
benefit for the boy. It was a benefit for the Boys and Girls Club. We're not getting on this again. We're not doing that. We're just not doing that. It was a benefit for the Boys and Girls Club, Waterbury, Connecticut. It was a whole Jenga thing in the corner, and there we were. And all of a sudden, Jay Will has called me a weirdo and everything yesterday on radio and TV.
I didn't even bring all that stuff up.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I just asked you if you changed your Twitter banner. Key, that's all I asked.
So apparently you didn't bring it up, but you brought it up.
Well, I mean, you brought up the weirdo stuff.
You started it yesterday.
Why you get so angry now? You finger pointing?
Yeah, at you, yes. At you. You call somebody weirdo, I'm not just going to let that slide by.
See right there, that's Twitter. That's Key's Twitter banner right there where he puts a hand on the face like this smooth.
Oh, yeah, that will Key going to
I'm
be Key?
pondering, but I'm not really pondering at all.
I'm just listening to y'all. That's all.
I've been here the whole time.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
And I'm trying to think of what Freddie looks like to me.
See, exactly. When Key just said it, Jay, well, I'm just listening to y'all. Yeah, and you see the smoke and the coming out of the ears and all that stuff.
The brain's always working
thinking
in.
that.
He got that big brain.
You don't look like a creep, man. Don't listen to Jay. You look like a wrestler.
That's better.
Like an old wrestler, though. Like you used to.
I'm not a young wrestler,
Jay,
no doubt.
Jay is saying all that, but you look like when I'm looking at you, you just got a wrestler look. You got like a wide neck. You got a nice head. You just look like a wrestler.
That's true.
all.
That's completely fair. There's no denying that.
Yeah, he looks like a
What would your
wrestler.
wrestler name be, Freddie?
Butterscotch brother. That'd be
Butterscotch brother. That's the weirdest wrestling name.
You got to have something weird that catches people's
But
attention.
that don't strike fear in nobody.
It's not
Like,
about. It's not about striking fear. It's all about making sure your name is out there to get
Butterscotch
attention.
brother.
Man, I was hey Yates. When he said butterscotch, I was about to say,
Oh, well, here we go.
but then I didn't want to get myself into trouble,
No,
so I ain't
keep
even
your
gonna
job.
go there.
Keep your
What
job.
are you wearing, Freddie? If you were,
What's
didn't
Butterscotch
even-
brother wearing?
Oh, that's a good question. Seriously, I'm
you
gonna
should have
think
thought
about
that through before you said the name out loud.
I'm okay not thinking it through. I can always come up with something quickly and then
Butterscotch
have a
brother.
battle plan afterwards. I'm completely good with that. But I have to think about that, what I would wear as a wrestling outfit.
Butterscotch. What do we?
what size is the
What
waist?
size is the waist?
Let's go in.
Come like with a
Here
big
we go,
candy bar
Freddie.
banner.
I kind of like butterscotch, much like I like Donovan Mitchell sliding to another team. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at Key. Look just
That was
switching
the
gears.
worst.
He's so happy at that
really
transition.
was.
Look at him smile
Look at him.
afterwards.
He was
so proud of
thrilled
himself.
beyond compare that he made that work. But in terms
Because
of
I don't want to talk about butterscotch. That's why.
Butterscotch brother.
Dude,
What
I'm
the
not
hell?
comfortable.
Did you think I want to talk about? You guys
You're
asked
the
me a
one that
question.
brought it up, Freddie.
No, you asked me a question. I give you an answer. Then all of a sudden it's a problem. But we'll see what kind of problems are going to
Won't
develop.
you just be caramel or
Nah.
Caramel Denzel.
sweet and sour
Sweet and
gummies or something?
Nah,
Sweet and sour?
That's
Hot
worse.
sauce Freddie.
Hot sauce Freddy could work. Hot sauce
Now,
Freddy.
Hot Sauce Freddie sound like somebody from like South Carolina.
Hey, I have family down in South Carolina, so that can apply. I have family down in Aiken, South Carolina,
Hot
Columbia.
Sauce Freddie. Hot Sauce Freddie, a real slick gambler on his
Oh, yeah.
knees, playing 3-card Molly, playing games with people.
3-card Monty.
Hot
What are you
sauce Freddie.
talking about? 3-card Molly.
Go ahead and fading people in the corner. Go ahead, Hot Sauce Freddie. Get that money.
Hot Sauce Freddie
Come
over there.
on,
He got
Seven.
the,
Come on,
he
baby.
got the same.